Hi, it's Dennis Kaiser, and I wanted to cover a topic that people have been asking me about. In fact, someone wrote in on Zillow here a question: how do you feel the shift in home ownership will affect the country? So, a very thoughtful question, and it's actually could be asked the other way too. How do you feel the shift in the country affects home ownership? And it's bringing up a whole lot of uncertainty. In other words, are we going to have 999? Is there going to be a mortgage interest deduction at all in the future? Just don't know. And how will that affect things? So people have this uncertainty in their minds. So let's clear it up if we can just a little bit here. I just want to get back to the real basics. I mean, should you rent? Should you buy? What's the better way? So let's assume for a minute there is no mortgage interest deduction. Take all that off the table. Let's just go dollars to dollars. A typical house in Oceanside in a good school district is going to rent for about $1,900. Okay, that's what you're going to pay for rent. It could be $2,000 depending how nice it is. And such a house like that would sell for about $360,000 in today's prices in Oceanside, and that would be for 1,800 square feet. Okay, so what would that cost to buy? So you would have to put, say, 20% down, $60,000, and then you'd have a $300,000 loan. 30%, excuse me, a 30-year loan at 4.5% is $1,145 would be your payment. There's taxes, about 1.2% is $360, and there's going to be homeowners insurance of about $40. So that gives you $1,545 as your payment versus the $1,900. But wait a minute, because there's more to it than that, of course. Houses aren't free to take care of. You have to have upkeep. Well, studies show that the average upkeep on a house is about 1%. Okay, so if you take that number and divide it out, it's about $250 a month upkeep. All right, and what about the $60,000? Well, wait a minute, I had $60,000 in the bank that could be earning me interest, and now it isn't. True, today you don't get very much interest. Let's say you get 1% interest, which is actually pretty good right now, but that would be $600 a year on your $60,000 or $50 a month. Okay, so we throw in the $50 a month for the interest your down payment could have been making. We throw in the $250 for upkeep on our $1,545, and we end up with $1,845. Okay, so even straight across the board, however you want to figure it, it's going to be a little bit less expensive than rent. But, well, let's say you buy a house where there's homeowners dues and say, okay, so the homeowners dues, maybe you got $60, $70 there, so it's about a wash. Okay, but here's the thing. The reason people don't do it is because don't buy and instead rent is because of the uncertainty. But people buy because they want to be out of the uncertainty and have certainty. They want to be out of limbo. In other words, I don't know where I'm going to live next year. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to do this because, well, I might not be here. So there's all this uncertainty in your life when you're renting that goes away when you're a homeowner, and you can actually, settle in, put down some roots. So with all the uncertainty that's going on in the rest of the world, it's kind of nice to have some certainty that hey, this is where I'm going to live, this is what my payment's going to be, and it's not going to change, versus the uncertainty. I don't know if I'm going to be leasing here again next year. I don't know if the homeowner is going to have a financial setback and he has to sell. I have to move. I don't know if the rent's going to go up. So much uncertainty in every facet of life. How about if we get some certainty in our housing situation? Easy enough to do, and as I've proven to you by the numbers, doesn't cost any more. So anyway, something to think about. I'm Dennis Kaiser. If you have any questions, you can reach me 760-889-2272. Thanks a lot for watching.